Have you ever had a dream so wild, so audacious, that you just had to shoot your shot? A dream that felt completely possible in your head, even if everyone else might look at you like you've got three heads. Well, former NFL superstar Chad Johnson has those dreams, and he recently pitched one directly to the most powerful man in combat sports, Dana White. The result was pure, unadulterated comedy gold. In the high-stakes world of fighting, Dana White isn't just the UFC's boss. He's the ultimate gatekeeper. He's the man who can make or break careers with a single phone call. He's seen it all, heard it all, and more often than not, has had to be the guy who pours a healthy dose of ice-cold reality on some of the wildest ideas imaginable. This time, however, the idea was so far out of left field that all he could do was laugh. The scene was set against a monumental backdrop. The combat sports world was buzzing. Dana White, alongside the influential Saudi advisor Turki Al-Sheikh, was on the verge of launching TKO Boxing, a new venture poised to shake up the sweet science. Their inaugural event was nothing short of spectacular. A super fight between two legends, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, for the undisputed super middleweight title at the Allegiant Stadium. This wasn't just a fight, it was a statement. It was the kind of event that draws A-list celebrities, global attention, and apparently, a few retired athletes with brand new fighting ambitions. As part of the massive media tour to promote this historic clash, Dana White sat down for what he probably thought would be a standard interview on the wildly popular podcast hosted by NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe and the ever-charismatic Chad Johnson. For a moment it was. They talked about the fight, the business, the spectacle. But then, with the cameras rolling and the world watching, Opachinko saw his opening. In recent years, the line between professional athlete and professional fighter has become wonderfully blurry. Thanks to the influencer boxing phenomenon, we've seen YouTubers knock out basketball players and internet stars headline pay-per-views. It's a world where fame and guts can get you in the ring. Chad Johnson, never one to shy away from the spotlight, clearly felt inspired, but he wasn't thinking about a simple boxing match against an influencer. Oh no, his vision was far grander and far, far more dangerous. Leaning in with the unshakable confidence that made him a gridiron legend, Johnson laid out his master plan. "I have 2 fights coming up," he began, his tone dead serious. "I would like you to promote my fights, you and Turkey. I want to fight James Harrison in the UFC." The room paused. James Harrison, the former NFL linebacker, the man known for being a real-life monolith of muscle and frightening intensity, a player so strong he looked like he was sculpted from granite. The very idea was staggering. But Johnson wasn't finished. "You're gonna promote it. You're gonna put me on a card," he declared. "And then I'm gonna do a boxing fight when you get into boxing in 2026. I'm gonna beat the brakes off of Andrew Ward." Andrew Ward, the undefeated multi-division boxing world champion, a man considered one of the most technically gifted boxers of his generation. Chad Johnson wanted to fight him too. It was a 1-2 punch of such magnificent audacity that Dana White's brain seemed to short-circuit for a second. His face went through a rapid series of emotions, confusion, bewilderment, and then finally, pure, unrestrained amusement. He leaned back, and a laugh erupted from deep within him, a genuine wheezing, "can't believe what I'm hearing" laugh. "Why?" Dana finally managed to ask, wiping a tear from his eye. "Why do you want to do this? You had an amazing career, and now you've got a successful podcast. How old are you now? You're 57. He wasn't being mean. He was genuinely flabbergasted. Johnson, who is actually 47 but looks incredible, took the age jab in stride. "You look freaking great," Dana conceded, still chuckling. "But 57 is too old to be fighting. 57-year-olds fight to get out of bed and get on a treadmill every day. The logic was sound. The concern was almost fatherly. But Chad Johnson was not to be deterred. His dream was real, and he pleaded his case with the passion of a man convinced of his destiny. "Dana, you have to do me this favor, please," he urged. "I want to fight James Harrison in the octagon. 5 rounds, 5 minutes." You could almost see Dana running the mental simulation and watching it end in disaster. "James Harrison, the NFL player," he repeated, as if to confirm he hadn't misheard. "Bro, that dude is a monster." He just kept shaking his head, the smile never leaving his face. This is where the conversation ascended into legend. Feeling his argument slipping, Johnson reached for a timeless tale of improbable victory. "You ever heard of the story of David and Goliath?" he asked,